Hi there. Today I want to touch on something that I don't talk about very much or haven't talked about a lot in my art videos, and that is happy mail. So I'm going to start a new playlist called Happy Mail. You saw me do this page in my stained glass scrap paint art journal yesterday, and I did that specifically for the category, the new playlist that I'm going to start, and it's called Happy Mail. Now, I haven't thought too much about Happy Mail. I've been more or less receiving it and sending it, but not really thinking too much about it. So what is Happy Mail? Well, Happy Mail is usually snail mail, mail that you get in your post office box that is a surprise, that's something good. Usually it's a piece of art, or it could be something from somebody else's art stash that they no longer need and they think that you may enjoy. So happy mail is mail that you get that makes you happy. It's a good thing. This year has been an interesting year for happy mail for me. Usually my happy mail comes in the form of swaps. You both work on a project, somebody sends one, you receive one. But this year I've been receiving other types of happy mail. So I decided that I was going to categorize happy mail. Happy mail that is unsolicited, one category. Happy mail that is in the form of swaps. You both work on a project that's organized by a group. You send your project to somebody who's been assigned to you, and you receive a like project in the mail. So that's more of a coordinated group activity. An example of that would be the 2013 Creative Art Journaling video that I did, where I showed that big fat art journal where we created art journal pages throughout the entire year. That was really a fun project, and I have a huge big fat art journal as a result of it. And then the third category of happy mail would be when somebody sends you a swap, they'll include what I call a little goodie bag. And I mean, it may be anything from buttons and bows to embellishments to scraps of paper to a piece of art to a card to just anything in that they include in that envelope with the swap. So I've been getting three types of mail in my mailbox that has been happy mail. One, unsolicited happy mail. Two, swaps. And three, goodie bags. So I want to talk today and do a show and tell. I've been very, very lax in showing some of the happy mail. I just need to remedy that. So we're going to sit here and go through some of my happy mail that I've gotten recently. And the whole reason that I actually thought about doing that was because yesterday I received a package in the mail that was unsolicited. One of the ladies in one of the art groups that I am in emailed me and said, I have something I think that you may enjoy. I'd like to send it to you, but I can't find your address. I really don't put my address out there. So if I'm comfortable with the person, if I know them through an art group, if I think they're not going to send me bad, unhappy mail, I will say, okay, here's my address, and then I'm expecting it. I know what it is when I receive it, and I am usually very happy with it. Well, I received this package in the mail yesterday, and I go, what could it be? And by the weight of it, I thought, it's either a small box of something, a thin box that might have some fabric or paper or something in it, or it's a book. And I was right. I'm going to show you what it is. It was a Hannah Montana book. Can you imagine? I've been working on that big wallpaper art journal book as a tag along to the Crazy Island family had started a project at the early part of 2014 where they were going to alter Hannah Montana books. Well, I didn't get a Hannah Montana book at the time. They were getting them off of Amazon, and I don't really shop on Amazon. And so I had a wallpaper book that was a big, huge one, and it still is, and I'm still going to work in it. But now I think that I have a challenge here to do a Hannah Montana altered book. So I'm going to get busy with starting to gesso these, and this will probably take the place of whatever. I haven't been working in my wallpaper art journal, but I'll probably start working on this, doing videos on this. It has different inclusions here, different add-ins that can be altered or removed, whatever you decide that you want to do. Claudia Rossi started this project. She found it from the, I'll put a link to it below. I can't remember it right offhand. I'm not good off the hand with all these channel names. Oh, anyway, there are, I think that Gina Ahrens finished her, I'll put a link to her channel too, finished her Hannah Montana book, did the entire book, and I think that there are 16 double-page layouts in here with different types of interactive elements on the page. So now I have another art journal to start. And this happy mail came from a lady called Lorraine. Lorraine, thank you very much. You could not have sent me a better piece of happy mail. I chuckled when I opened it. I thought, oh boy, another art journal. You know, and I said that with enthusiasm because I did not find anything locally, and I didn't want to order it off of Amazon at the time. So I worked in my wallpaper journal. Now another piece of happy mail came from Eugene. I'm going to use first names on this. Eugene sent me this. It was either at the end of 2013 or the beginning of 2014, and I've thanked her privately, but I've been putting off doing a video on it because I've been meaning to save the happy mail thank you video for when I do my first jelly plate video, which is still on the schedule, but I can't put it off anymore. I want to say formally, Eugene, thank you very much for this. This just, it floored me when I saw it. It's a box of really neat items. She sent some. I would call this, I want to call this handmade paper, but I'm not sure if it's this particular piece is handmade. But it's really thin web-like paper. If you know what this is formally called, Eugene, I would like to know. There are several different designs here. There's some swirls, kind of a mesh. I guess there's a couple different designs. But it's just fascinating, and I haven't used it yet because I didn't want to use it until I did my thank you video. So there's this, and that's just the beginning of it. Here's some more. This looks like handmade paper, or it's a specialty paper. It's really neat. It's kind of got a web design to it, and it's gold. Gold! You all know how much I like gold. It's kind of a goldish copper color. And here's some that looks like Eugene might have taken that swirl and sprayed it with Delusions, maybe? Isn't that pretty? This will go in my art journal for sure. Maybe I'll put this in the Hannah Montana book. Maybe I will make this book theme of Happy Mail. I've been thinking about what to do with this book. I think I'll call this book Happy Mail. And yeah, I could put some, oh, okay. My mind's going faster than my mouth, which is kind of unusual. This is going to be a Happy Mail theme book. Remember that. And look, I can use this as a background. It looks like she's inked this or used maybe a spray on it. Isn't that interesting? Thank you, Gina. I think I'll be putting these in my Happy Mail book. And look, she made a card. Let's see what she wrote on the inside here. Thank you so much for your wonderful videos. I just don't know what to say because my videos are more, they're not tutorials, they're more of a invitation to, like I said, watch over my shoulder. But look at this. Look at this. I'm sure she made this card. It's one of those, looks like it's one of those Strathmore cards with a matching envelope. And it looks like she's used a jelly printed paper on the front. Isn't that beautiful? This will go in my Happy Mail book. It'll even, look, it even matches. It even matches the color. Isn't it funny how these things come together? Not funny, just, what do they call it? Synchronous? Serendipity? I don't know what it is. And look what Gina sent me. This, I have been saving. Here's my little 8-ounce bottle of Speedball. I used almost the last of it on my Happy Mail page. I think I can still get more out of there and make a wash out of it, but you know I'm going to get every last drop out of this jar. Gina sent me a huge jar of Speedball Gold screen printing ink. Open it up here. Let's see how many ounces this is. It looks like she sealed it around the edge. I don't see how many ounces. I don't want to spend too much time on it. But it's certainly more than, it looks like it might be even 12 ounces. It's more than, I thought maybe this was 8 ounces. Maybe this is 6 ounces and this is 10 ounces. I don't know. This says block printing ink, and this is screen printing ink, but it sure does look like the same thing, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm a happy camper. I'll be using this for every last drop of it, but you know this will get used. I'll put that back later. Then she sent a gift in this little box. I'll read you the card. A little gifty for you, Mrs. Wilkins and Madam Penelope Rose A. Pingley. And look what she sent. I'm going to put one on Mrs. Wilkins, my dress form. Probably pin it on her scarf. She wears a piano scarf. And then Penelope Rose A. Pingley, I think I'll put it, I have to put it in a spot where I won't grab it and stick it in glossy accents or something. Maybe I'll put it on a piece of lace and put it on here. But she sent these beautiful handmade stick pins. For my studio mascots. Isn't that just beautiful? Thank you, Gina. I just can't say thank you enough. Although I'm late with my thank yous, they are certainly sincere. Then, the last thing she sent was all this extra Speedball block printing ink. And that's why I've been saying, here's gold, and this looks like a silver color, and there's a big tube of white, and then there's 4 tubes here. And that's why I've been saving this to do my first jelly print video, because I'm going to use this when I do my jelly printing, my mono printing. So Thank you so much, Eugene. This was just came as a surprise to me, and a beautiful surprise. I'm just floored by your generosity, and I hope to return it. So those two items were what I wanted to show in this video. I'm going to turn off the video now, because I can chatter on and on and on, and I have a lot to show you. I'm going to do this series in different segments and show you some of the other happy mail that I've received in another video. So I'll be back with part 2 on the next page.